And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors. Welcome to the Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 484. Today is Tuesday, October 8th, and I'm your host, Bitcoin Zay, here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community, Monday through Friday at 3-ish. And we have some great news stories for you today, starting with the top story, Quadriga CX. The founder's widow will actually cough up $9 million to repay users. Hong Kong securities watchdog issues rules on funds investing in crypto. West Virginia's blockchain voting pilot may have been breached by a student. And last but not least, EOS developer Block One releases version 2.0 of EOS IO protocol. But let's take a look at this market. Take a look at some of these prices for today. Bitcoin coming in today at $8,196, down 1%. Ethereum at $180, down 1% as well. Ripple still at the 27-cent mark, not really doing anything, down 1%. Bcash, big loser today, down 3% at $228. Litecoin at $57 is down 3%. And last but not least, which we'll discuss later, EOS at $3.14 is down 2%. So let's take a look at some of these comments coming in on YouTube. I see you guys rolling in. Leroy Forbes, what's going on? Trich NYC, how you doing today? Shannon Allen, what's good, brother? Mr. Gibson. How you doing? What's up, bro? Oh, yeah. BK Crypto in the building. Dylan, Darcherville. I'll actually be in New York November 11th through the 15th. So look out for the actual locations for book signings and a few radio interviews as well. So got that coming. PFC Wells, my boy Trek. What's going on, brother? So let's go ahead and jump right in to our top story of the day. We have talked about this plenty. I'm hoping this is the last story, but Quadriga CX founder's widow will cough up $9 million to repay the users, which at this point, anything is possible with this story. I mean, we've seen the back and forth. We've seen lawyers come in out of nowhere, a lot of money lost. So Jennifer Robinson, the widow of Quadriga CX founder Gerald Cotton, is transferring nearly $9 million in assets to EY Canada, the bankruptcy trustee for the now defunct crypto exchange. Yes, she has sort of made an effort to assist in the recovery. And one of the biggest things that they said through their lawyer is she has now entered into a voluntary settlement agreement where the vast majority of my assets and all of the estate's assets are being returned to Quadriga CX. This is, sort of a good sign. You want to make up for your losses. One of the things she didn't include, that she did include, was cash or retirement savings, a 2015 Jeep, some jewelry, personal furnishings, clothing, and outstanding shares of Quadriga. So yeah, she had to give up a lot of stuff, pretty much everything. This was a yard sale for her. And yeah, $9 million to help out, which is actually a good precedent, because if your exchange messes up, even if somebody passes, you're supposed to have that in the writing that people can get their money. So this is a good sign from Quadriga CX to get it over with, because honestly, we've talked about it enough. And this is one of the biggest scams. They lost hundreds of millions of dollars of people's money. And if we want to get some sort of self-regulation going, this is good. If she has to give up her $9 million to help the people who lost money, remember, not your keys, not your coin. Move it off the exchanges. But if somebody's offering to help, go ahead and take it. So let's take a look at some more people coming in. Shout out to everybody on Twitter coming in. Haven't really filmed on here a lot, but like the crowd, so definitely doing it here. Let's see who we got on YouTube. Everybody talking to each other. Trich, what's going on, everybody? So no questions there. Moving forward, Hong Kong. Hong Kong's been in the news a lot. Steve Kerr's scared to talk about them, and China is scared to bring it up with NBA. So Hong Kong's been talked about a lot, but their securities watchdog issues rules on funds investing in crypto. So they basically have regulations set for fund managers investing in virtual assets. We've seen different aspects of China banning crypto, saying they're building their own crypto. They have a lot of the mining, but now they have a 37-page regulation form which defines virtual assets as digital representations of value, which may be in the form of digital tokens. Man, I feel like they read my starter guide. That's kind of how I just started, but whatever. It also includes other virtual commodities, crypto assets, or other assets of essentially the same nature. Other than that, the document is fairly broad, that it states here. One of the things that is stated in the document is that fund managers investing in crypto assets must have at least 3 million Hong Kong dollars, which translated to our money is 382,000 of capital. This is similar to a Type 9 asset management from the SFC license that you would find here. So they basically have set a loose amount of regulations until they can figure it out. I'm sure they're going to get their taxes, and I'm pretty sure they're going to make sure everybody doing some sort of fund management has to pay it. So they're going to have to do due diligence. They're going to have KYC, they're going to have AML, but in Hong Kong, it's better than nothing because we haven't really seen anything. So yes, let's see. Shannon Allen, yep, Hong Kong is lit. Shout out to Crypto Culture. We in the house, absolutely. What's up, man? Glad to have you in. Make sure you hit that like and share button as well. Make sure you have subscribed. I know some people are saying they were subscribed and didn't see it. Just make sure you double check and make sure you subscribe, people. And for those of you on Twitter, if you want to watch on YouTube, it's at The Gentleman of Crypto. You can find us there. Moving forward, let's see. West Virginia, their blockchain voting pilot, which we've discussed before, may have been breached by a student. Oh, man. So you want to teach the kids, but not too much. Someone attempted to tamper with West Virginia's blockchain-based voting pilot, right? This was discussed Wednesday. West Virginia Secretary of State Mac Warner said there was an unsuccessful attempt to breach the pilot program, dubbed the Military Mobile Voting Solution. So basically, if you were in the military, you had the ability to vote because of this blockchain technology. It was a Medici-backed blockchain startup called Voatz, VOATZ, and they were supposed to provide voting for citizens and military personnel deployed overseas, like I stated earlier. This hacker's IP address was turned over to the FBI, and they'll determine if crimes were committed. So somebody tried already to try and hack a blockchain voting system. People are going to try. They try and hack everything. It doesn't matter what it is. People are actively trying to hack it or trying to stop it from moving forward. Who knows if this person was hired by somebody to try and stop it? Who knows? But yes, hacking is a real thing. And in West Virginia, it almost got stopped before it got started. So make sure you're vigilant. And hopefully, if anybody from any governments are thinking about doing blockchain voting, you have to have top of the line security. Because if you can mess up the blockchain voting system and actually re-engineer votes, then we'll basically have the system we have now, because we're trying to get it more transparent, more accountability. So if it can be hacked, you kind of want to move towards a better security system. So let's see who we got. Trek, it says Hong Kong is in a whole different situation. Oh yeah, Infinite Universe. Horizon is a platform growing a whole lot more with potential IOHK. All right, may have to check that out. But yes, haven't heard of it. All right, so nobody else in comments. Let's move forward to our last story of the day. Don't want to hold you too long. EOS developer Block.1 releases version 2.0 of EOS IO protocol. Oh yeah, give them a hand clap. Finally, I've heard about this for a while. Shout out to Crypto Blood. Came to my event in Chicago. Shout out to him. He's a big proponent of EOS. I'm sure he's happy to see this. He actually mentioned this to me a while back, I think. So the core EOS 2.0 includes improvements to their virtual machine. All right. They have this engine specialized for blockchain applications. It's supposed to be faster, uses smart contracts. So they're basically upgrading it. All right. They have stated it is a 16 times performance gain over EOS 1.0. So significant increase. And, you know, if you are familiar with EOS, you know, there are a lot of web-based development tools. Those are supposed to get better as well. So one of the best parts about this industry is it never stops. People may have gripes. EOS just got sued by the SEC, had to pay what, $24 million. Still moving forward. You basically, with this technology, it won't stop. And if you're doing well enough for yourself, like they were with the $4 billion raise, you can keep going. So let's see exactly how far they'll get. EOS actually, once again, too, it actually states here, a hacker allegedly stole over 110,000 in crypto through an exploit of EOS gaming EOS Play. So they actually said that was something that congested the network, and it only cost them a few dollars. So one of the things you want to keep in mind when I talk about media, talk about how these projects progress, do not let the media keep you away from these projects. Sometimes they're lying, sometimes they're off with statistics. So like I said, let's see who we got here. Crypto culture. Will blockchain vote come to fruition anytime soon? On a national level, I don't think so. I think that'll take a lot of time. That's a lot of changes. On the local level, though, or even amongst small groups that you have, I think that is possible. I think you can establish some sort of voting system. Maybe start small, scale up from there, because if you try and start big and something happens, everybody loses trust and the whole system goes down. So one of the things I want to reiterate, like I said, was Don't give up on it if it doesn't work exactly right now. But if somebody comes up with a blockchain voting system that works well enough, definitely. In maybe local economies or local neighborhoods, definitely. But it'll take some time. Nationals, they are slow as hell. Shout out to all the people coming in on Twitter. A few things once again. Like I said, update on the book tour. Yes, Bitcoin and Black America book tour still going on right now. It's just in Chicago. We'll be heading out to DC as well as Chicago again, November 19th and 20th. And before that, November 7th, massive adoption in Memphis. So there'll be more dates added. Once again, November 11th to 15th in New York. So yes, if you are at any of these places, make sure you look out for me on Twitter at BitcoinZay. I'll be posting all the dates coming soon. Also, yes, let me see what we have here. Do you think EOS is better than Ethereum? Nah, I can't say it is. It hasn't shown me anything at all. Even though Ethereum got clogged off of CryptoKitties, it's been around a little bit longer, a little bit more development. I got to see more from EOS. Plus, they just got sued, so I don't know. We gotta kind of see where they go from there. Let's see. So yes, finish up with that. Make sure you follow us, the Gentlemen of Crypto, on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. Also here on YouTube, on Twitter. We'll be filming here a lot more. And definitely make sure you stay vigilant and keep it going. Let's see who else. Infinite Wealth Streams. How much does one need to make 100 per day trading? Don't know, brother. You're gonna have to figure that out depending on what market and how much capital you start with. So let's see. And that is it for today. Thank you all for watching. The Gentlemen of Crypto. We'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.